I think that's an interesting question. I think he asked me to sit, or he was sort of bringing me to Zazenkai, what we call Zen meeting, when I was very young, actually, only 6, 8 years old. I think he was always taking me to Zazenkai. He was starting at the time. And I didn't like to sit, but I felt somehow I had to sit. Therefore, although I didn't like to sitting because it's painful, for a young boy, but I felt that I had to sit. And eventually, when I became a high school boy, I really started practicing Zen seriously under my father's teacher. My father was not a Zen teacher to start with. I was official student. I became official student of Master Hakuun, who is the master of my father. And under this Master Hakuun, my father had a great enlightenment and experience. But I started with my father's master all through until I have experience. 6.5 years actually it took me to have an experience. But even my father didn't check my experience. When I had experience, he immediately said, go to Master Hakuun. So he's quite independent from, guiding me until my experience was clearly confirmed. Then after, what we koans, I don't know whether you understand koans, with Master Hakuun, then my father took over, my guiding myself. So therefore, I think what I'm trying to say is that I started with Master Hakuun. It took me 6.5 years to have experience, which took place just a little bit before I graduated college, actually, university. But after half months, meaning 7 years after my master's, Hakuun's guidance, then my father took it over. So that is aware. And actually, I was, working under him, a lot of koans. I don't know what. And I passed it very smoothly. My experience was rather good one, according to him, clear. And eventually, I finished all the koans, second round. And he was happy about the way I deepened and clarified my experience. And apparently, I was, not because I was his son, but because of my experience and rather clear, clarity of experience. I think I was his first priority to give his Dharma. But because I was young, therefore there was a person in between me before I have this Dharma succession. There's one gentleman who is about 10 years ahead of me, Mr. Kubota, who is the abbot before I became abbot. But me and Mr. Kubota had this transmission at the same time from my father. So it is not really father-son relationship. It eventually come up with this, but it's more or less a student and master relationship, and naturally developed in that way. So it is not a inheriting, Dharma. It doesn't happen in that way.